G'day and welcome to Kiwi Car Life, and in this episode me and Angel put my BMW 130i through its paces on a 5,000 kilometre road trip around the South Island, complete with 6 track days, some accidental off-roading and beautiful scenery, so stay tuned. Our journey began dropping Angel's cat Ted off at the cattery in her new Z4 I got her for Valentine's Day, and once my 130i was packed we jumped on the ferry to Picton. We continued our drive south through Kaikoura, raced a train, I'm in an American road movie now, thrashed through a few tunnels, oh yes, and spent the night in Christchurch. The next day, we drove to Dunedin and were suitably horrified by the state of the student flats. I'm sorry, what? But when they said the student situation was bad here, I didn't realise it was quite this bad. We also stopped in at Baldwin Street, and then we made our way to Invercargill for the first track day at Teretonga Raceway. Let's see if I can keep up with a couple of Yaris GRs on Teretonga Park. This is going to be really interesting actually. These guys are going to be having a good battle because they're in the same cars essentially, working hard on the 100 metre sign. Down into second, turn in, right, and foot to the floor, right to the outside, 95, 200 k's an hour on the brakes, pushing through the corner here. This corner just goes on forever, eh? Clipping the apex, on the power, right to the outside. We're all over this guy. Turn in, right up his butt. He's just got that little bit more power though, you can see. No. He's just that little bit faster, eh? There's not much in it. But overall, I'm actually quite surprised. I mean, those Yaris GRs are renowned for being really fast, really good handling cars. And my crummy little 1 Series is keeping up. Oh, this thing's so good to drive, eh? Brings back memories of driving on Taupo and keeping up with my mates in 3. Like, that was so fun. Oh dear. Oh. Pushing hard. Whoa. I'm going to claim that I can keep up, but only barely. After an awesome couple days on track, on the power, and a not so awesome cold night's sleep in a tent, we made our way down to Bluff for a wee photo shoot and then headed off to Milford Sound. Coming out of the tunnel was like travelling into a whole different world, with steep mountainous cliffs and waterfalls everywhere. We can't drive to Milford Sound through the tunnel and not do a tunnel pull in the 130. We found a cool camping spot in the forest and made dinner, ready to drive to Timaru the next morning. Having done 2,500 k's already, the 130i was proving itself, with space for all our stuff, comfortable heated leather seats, power for overtaking and reasonable fuel economy of around 9 litres per 100k. We stopped in Queenstown for a ride up the gondola and on the luge before accidentally taking a gravel road through Danzi's Pass.
Are you enjoying the gravel?
No, that's horrible. But eventually we arrived at the next track day spot at Levels Raceway. And this time the new challenger is the almighty Nissan 370Z. It's such a stunning car. He's done some really cool mods to it, and on track it's proven to be a good battle. Working hard into this corner, through the chicane, flat through there, flat through here, working turn 1. This is really fun, eh? Coming here nicely, dab the brakes, settle the nose, and it just goes round. It's just so good. There you go, splashing the Swift out of the slipstream, back across to 185 kilometres an hour there, down to third, clipping that apex on the power, trail brake all the way in, bring the nose round, accelerate. This is where I make up a bit of time here on the braking because I tend to attack this corner a wee bit more. Up into third. Come on, little 130, you little weapon. Oh, what a machine. He's still there. He's staying with me. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. That's a good battle, man. We're actually so even. Between the Timaru and Christchurch track days, we were given 3 days to explore the South Island. So we drove back to Wanaka to check out the tree and then on through the Haast Pass to Hokitika. Unfortunately, the glaciers have receded so much you basically can't see them anymore, but the rest of the west coast was stunning.
And after a night in Hokitika and a drive over Arthur's Pass back to Christchurch, I hit the track for the last time in the pouring rain at Ruapuna.
And in my rear-wheel drive 1 Series, as you can expect, we've got some fairly substantial traction issues. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is really fun. Oops. Oh, I just love driving rear-wheel drive, man. It's so fun. Turn in here on the power. Oh, jeepers. Oh, and he's already spun out. Oh dear. Oh, understeering. Oh my goodness. This is actually a really good lesson in car control, my goodness. It's actually sort of making me realise that you've got to know what you're doing in the wet.
On the way home, we met up with my friend Jack, who was taking delivery of his new car, before taking the night ferry home to Wellington.
Well, here we are, back in my home city of Wellington. The trip we had away was really cool, a great opportunity to show Angel some of the South Island she's never seen before, to test my 130i out on track, and of course to meet some of her family and for her to meet some of mine. It was just a great time away and we had a heap of fun. And the best part is, my, in theory, unreliable BMW 130i we used to do the trip is very much still here. It's not perfect. The rear brake pads wore out halfway through the trip, so we had to replace them, and the front brake pads have now completely worn out, so I've got some of them on order along with some new front rotors. I'm going to have to do a service, and unfortunately one of my family members reversed into my door when I was parked in their driveway, so I'm going to have to get that painted. And while I'm at it, I've decided to repair, there was a weird little burn mark on the rear guard, which I'm going to do along with a few chips and scratches that were on the front bumper when I first bought the car. I also need to get a new windscreen because a truck that drove past tossed a massive boulder onto my window and put a massive stone chip in it. But other than those small things, once I get them all sorted, the car will be back to its glorious driving and looking state. As an open road cruiser, it really is a fantastic car, to be honest, where it's not too big, so you can cruise it around the city, but it still rides nicely. The seats are really comfortable. Angel loved the heated seats and the dual zone climate control, because of course I was always complaining of being hot and she was always complaining of being cold, and overtaking people was just a breeze. You could knock down some gears, put your foot down and just get past anybody in no time at all. It's just a brilliant do everything car. So there we go. The 130i survived the 5,000 kilometre and 6 track day road trip around the South Island, and I will look forward to seeing you again next time.